To bonus content, lesson 5's guided exercises. In this video, we'll walk through exercises covering concepts from the last lesson. Again, there are 3 steps for each exercises. 1, I will present an exercise. 2, pause the video and try the exercise. 3, I will walk you through the solution. Some exercises are practice when the exercise is the first to cover a concept, and the other exercises are quizzes. You should try testing your knowledge with these. Let's hop right in. Navigate to repl.it/languages/python3. You should then see a page like the one on the right. I have split my screen so that you can see the questions on the left-hand side and the interpreter on the right-hand side. Question number 1. This is practice. A function min returns the smaller of 2 numbers. Call min with 2 numbers as input arguments. Give it a try. And here's now the solution. Min, and I will put in 2 arbitrary numbers, 2 and 6. Question number 2. This is a quiz. A function max returns the larger of 2 numbers. Call max with 2 numbers as input arguments. Give it a try. And here's now the solution. We have max, and I'm going to type in the 2 same numbers. And there we go. Question number 3. This is again practice. A function sum returns the sum of a list of numbers. Call sum with a list of numbers as input. Give it a try. And here is now a solution. Sum, add a parentheses to call the function, and then add a square bracket to denote your list. I'm going to pass in a bunch of random numbers. Here I'm going to type in 4, 8, and 6. I'm going to close the list with a square bracket and I'm going to close the list with a square bracket and then end with a end parentheses. Go ahead and hit enter, and we get our sum. Question number 4. This is now a quiz question. A function all returns whether all booleans in a list are true. Call all with a list of booleans as input. Recall booleans are true or false with capital T and capital F. Give it a try. And here is now the solution. We're going to type in all, parentheses to call the function, and we're going to create a list of booleans with a square bracket for a list, and then we're going to type in true, false, false. End the list, end the function call, and hit enter. Question 5. Here's now a quiz. A function any returns whether any boolean in a list is true. Sorry, this is a typo. Here, let me go ahead and fix that right now. Call any with a list of booleans as input. Give it a try. And here's the solution. We type in any, and then give it a list of true, false, false, end the list, end the function call, hit enter, and there we go. Question number 6. This is now a practice question. A string method lower takes 0 arguments and returns a lowercase version of the string. Lowercase this string. Give it a try. And now let's see the solution. We're going to type in ha ha ha. And to call a method, remember you need dot and then the method name. In this case, the method name is lower. And there are 0 arguments, so we just add parentheses with nothing in between. Go ahead and hit enter, and there we go. Question number 7. This is now a quiz. A string method lstrip takes 0 arguments and removes leading spaces. Leading spaces are any spaces that the string starts with. Go ahead and remove all leading spaces from hehe. Give it a try. And here's now the answer. We're going to type in the string that we have from before. Here we have double quote space hehe, and we're going to write dot lstrip with no arguments. Hit enter, and we've removed all leading spaces. Question number 8. This is now a practice. A string method ends with takes 1 string argument and returns true if the string ends with that argument. We want to check if he at d.com ends with .com. Give it a try. And here's now the answer. We're going to type in double quote he at d.com, double quote, dot ends with, and we're going to have another string that is .com. And this should give us true as expected. Question number 9. This is now a quiz. A string method starts with, takes 1 string argument, and returns true if the string ends with that argument. Check if Mr. Bean ends with Mr. Starts with Mr. Give it a try. And here's now the solution. We're going to create the string Mr. Bean, and then we're going to type dot starts with, and here we'll have another string that is Mr. And that is also true. Question number 10. This is a quiz question. A string method find takes one string argument and looks for that argument in the original string. Find the position of Callie in supercalifragilistic. Go ahead and give it a shot. Here's now the answer. We're going to type in supercalifragilistic dot find and then a string Callie. And it's at position 5. Question number 11. A string method count takes one string argument and counts the number of times that argument appears. Find the number of I's in Mississippi. Give it a try. And here is now the solution. We're going to type in Mississippi and dot count I. And it shows up 4 times. Question number 12. A string method replace takes 2 arguments, replacing all instances of the first string with the second string. Replace all A's in ha 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 with E's. Give it a try. And here's now the solution. We're going to type in ha 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 dot replace all A's with E's. Hit enter, and there we go. He 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 he. Question number 13. Here's now a quiz question. Replace all Bobs with John in Bob poked Bob's dog. Give it a try. And here's the solution. We're going to type in Bob poked Bob's dog dot replace all instances of Bob with John. Hit enter, and there we go. John poked John's dog. Oh, I forgot to clear so that you don't get stuck in the bottom part of the screen. I'm going to click on clear in the top right, and if you do the same, make sure to click into the window, hit enter, and ensure there's an orange caret. Question number 14. A dictionary method values returns all values in the dictionary. Return all values in the following dictionary. Give it a try. And here's now the solution. Go ahead and type out that dictionary, and then :2. Again, these spaces are optional. I just follow that convention of adding a space after these colons. Go ahead and type in now dot values. Right, so before we had a bunch of string objects where those string objects had some methods. Now we have a dictionary with a method. So go ahead and hit enter, and we get the values for this dictionary. Question number 15. Here's now a quiz. A dictionary method keys returns all keys in the dictionary. Return all keys in the following dictionary. Give it a try. And here's now the solution. We're going to have A1, B2 dot keys. Hit enter, and there we go. Question number 16. Say you have a string, and this string is just a comma. The string method join accepts a list of strings as input. For example, this comma dot join of this list produces A, B, C. Use join to convert a list of URL pieces into a full URL. For example, from a bunch of these chunks, google.com, mail, and hi, to google.com/mail/hi. Now you may think that this is cheating because I kind of gave you the solution right here with an example. But in reality, this is what happens when you Google a function or a method online. You'll see a bunch of examples that follow the definition of the method or function. So in fact, this is a fairly reasonable expectation to have when you're trying to use a function. Go ahead and give this a shot. And here's now the solution. We're going to write out the /string dot join, and then we're going to pass in the list of strings, google.com, mail, and then hi. And make sure to end your list and then end your function call. Hit enter, and there we go. This is a particularly challenging question just because this is a really, really weird Python syntax. But this is just how Python does it. This is how you combine a bunch of pieces of strings with some sort of separator. In this case, the separator is a slash. Once again, check how are you doing? This was a difficult section. Note that in reality, you can always Google how a function or method is being used by others. You can also try the function or the method in the interpreter to see how it works. As a result, there's no need to memorize these functions or these functions' usages. You just need to know what calling a function or method means, which you've now done dozens of times in this video. So if this is doable, great. If this is barely doable, don't worry, keep going, and you'll build familiarity as we progress in the subsequent lessons. If this wasn't doable, that's also okay. Just watch this video and the previous one again. Each time you rewatch, the concepts will sink in a little bit more. If you feel that you've mastered this lesson, try to come up with a few extra questions and solutions. Leave them in the discussion section of the class, and your fellow students will thank you for the extra practice. That's it for Lesson 5's guided exercises.